Well guys, I got my other 3 tractor tires done. Friggin' right. Nice thick friggin' penetrating welds all around the outside except for the corners because those were really difficult to get. And then welded all the way around the ring on the inside. Same with all of them. Friggin' rights. So I'll get these stoved on after work and then I can bring the 4Runner home and start working on it. Got to do drive shafts, I got to figure out how to get the rad in, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And this over here, these are my old 16s. What I'm doing is I'm trading the guy my 4 rims. He's putting these tires on them. Well, actually, I'm putting these tires on them. And then he's giving me a couple of Super Duty axles. They're out of a 2001 F250. One of them's got a bent axle tube. I think the front one does, the long tube's bent, and friggin' rights. So we'll see when I get them. I'm excited for this still. Friggin' rights. Well guys, I got them all on. I ran into a problem though. I need wheel spacers all the way around because the caliper, this side of it with the ribs on it, hits right here. So I'm gonna have to order up a set of wheel spacers for the front. But I got my fuel lines ran. Oh look, you can tell. Right now I am working on the clutch. I'll show you guys what I did for that. This is just about done now. I built a bracket. I think I showed you guys the bracket before. But I took some 5/16 bolts, drilled a hole out in a plate, welded the plate to the thing while it was bolted to the clutch master cylinder, slave cylinder. I got the slave cylinder pushed against the clutch fork as far as I can get it without actually disengaging the clutch. And now I just gotta hook the clutch up and hope to frig that it works. I can't see why it wouldn't work unless this Toyota thing doesn't have enough throw, but I did push the pin all the way, well, as far as I could get it back without being ridiculously far back, so I guess the rest is up to pedal travel. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna work. The frig is this? Not important. Okay, another thing, I cut the center of my rad support out because rad. I need the rad to fit, so what I'm thinking I'll do is instead of having the rad mounted here, I'm going to sink it back. And then I'm going to have to find a really skinny fan to fit between the rad and the winch. But that's my game plan for now. Then I got to do the power steering hoses. This is pretty easy if I can get the stupid one off the pump. I've done it before, as you can see on that line there. I welded them together because I cooked one of these hoses before when I had my 85 pickup. I didn't have a ground from the frame. No, it was I grounded the winch to the frame, and I didn't have a ground from the battery to the frame. I had a ground from the battery to the engine. And what it did is, because that's a steel braided hose, is it pulled current through the power steering hose, cooked it, completely cooked it, and burnt out the hose, and the winch friggin' burnt out, and it's not a good situation. So from now on I friggin' mount the winch directly to the battery posts and haven't had a problem since. But so anyways, I needed this end off it because I bent it custom, and the other one that I had, this hose, wasn't long enough, so I just cut it and welded it back together, and it held for 2 years. So that's what these white marks are for. I need to cut this hose here and that hose there and weld them together, but I can't get this one off the damn block. It's or off the pump. It's just whenever I crack the nut loose, it friggin' brings the hose with it, so I gotta figure that out. But I guess I'll get one bird stoned at a time. Another thing I gotta do is change over the oil pressure sender. and the coolant temperature sender, because those things are run directly to the gauge. So that's freaking awesome. That's what I was hoping for. The only thing that doesn't go through the gauge is the tach. So I'm gonna have to fart around with that a little bit. But he's coming along pretty good. Making a little bit of progress every day. I'm just excited that I got the friggin' rims and tires on. These are freaking deadly. Like, everybody's like, oh, you're just gonna sink to the bottom now. It's whatever. If I'm at the bottom, I could friggin', you know, Kenny was saying I should calcium fill them, but that would be so much strain on everything. Oh yeah, and I broke this light with the frickin' Bobcat a few days ago. That makes me sad. But I could fix it. And both of these broke again. It's just the stupid mounts. Right back in there, it broke off the housing. I repaired both of these lights. This one I repaired after I flopped it on her side and caved the side in. That one was broken when I got it, so I'm gonna have to just take them off and repair them again. But yeah, just coming along, I gotta get the clutch hooked up and bled, and then I'll see if I got enough pedal travel to disengage it. Yeah. Well guys, I've been just dicking around with a little bit of wiring and stuff. I got the fuel lines connected, I got the clutch connected. I don't know if I have enough throw to make it work, but I want to show you guys what I've been up to. See if this will work. Gotta find a place to put you guys. For sakes, tripod kinda died. That's not going to work. Okay, well, I think you're zoomed in. There you go. Okay, bear with the camera angle. Nothing much I can do about it. This is coil power, so we'll engage that. This is starter. Come on.